What's up, YouTube and fellow citizens of the world? By popular demand, today I thought I would talk about dating in France. It's a beautiful day and we are amidst the coronavirus, but I mean, it's beautiful outside, so I'm going to stay far away from other people and enjoy the sun. So let's get to it. Hello. Okay, here we are in the park, all set up. The weather's getting pretty nice, and yeah, there's a little bit of wind. Okay, so in the States we have multiple stages of dating. We have seeing someone, and you could be seeing multiple people at one time because you're getting to know them. And then dating, it's starting to get serious, and then you have the talk to be in a relationship with someone by saying, okay, we are exclusive now and we will not be seeing anyone else. This doesn't happen in France. Like, you're either in a relationship or you're not. So you could be getting to know someone, but you won't be going on dates with them unless you see potential in being very serious with them. So yeah, it's like black and white in France, whereas in the States it's very gray. And so actually I experienced this a couple years ago. I was in a relationship without even knowing it because I was seeing someone in Toulouse, and I would go, I don't know, every couple weeks, and then they would come to visit me, and it was yeah, I thought that I was just seeing this person, you know, and it turns out I was in a relationship without knowing it, which was a little shocking for me to learn later on that, okay, we're exes now. And I'm like, what? I thought we were just, you know, casually seeing each other, but that's not, that you don't do that here. That was definitely a surprise. And this whole time, I don't even know how many exes I have in France because based on that, I probably have a lot that I don't even know of. So I'm going to drink my beer and enjoy the sun a little bit, have some trail mix and a banana, and then come back with some more thoughts. Okay, so one super huge important point that I have to mention is that in the States, since you could be seeing multiple people, like you could be kissing all of these people and it not be a huge deal. But in France, like if you are talking to someone on an app and then you meet them for a date and it's clear that it's a real date, and then at the end of the night you do kiss, that's pretty much cementing that you guys are on the right path for being in a committed relationship and that you're going to stop seeing other people, which is not really the case in the US. Like you could have a date, it could be okay, and then you kiss just to see if there are any sparks at all or whatever. But it doesn't mean that you are committed to this person or that you see like a real future with this person. Whereas in France, it's really opposite actually, because if you do go on the date, things go well, and you do kiss at the end of the night, you're pretty much cementing the fact that you see a potential future with this person, and it's much more serious. Which is kind of ironic because, you know, the French kiss, we would assume that they're very promiscuous here, but that is not the case. Okay, one more huge point is that here it's really hard to ask someone out on a date because if they don't know you, they're not going to agree to go on a date with you. And in the States, you could easily, let's say you're on the streets and like you make small talk with someone and you think that they're attractive and you ask them out on a date and like the feeling is mutual, then they will easily agree to go on a date with you. But then yeah, in France, if you stop someone on the street, you have small talk, and then you ask them out, they're most likely going to say no because they don't know you, and that's weird. That's like really complicated because how can you get to know them if you don't go on a date with them first? But then since they don't know you, they won't go on a date with you. It's yeah, it's a little bit tricky. Huh? You kind of have to build it organically, like if you happen to be going to the same school or something and you get to know them at the school and you see each other regularly, and then you build this connection and then you go out on a date. But usually it's really not the first time that you meet someone that you can ask them out and they be okay with it. Whereas in the States, you can easily do that. I've learned this through experience, but also through friends of mine who are French, and they've kind of also clued me in on how things are. And this is not for everyone, this is not in every single case, but this is just kind of generalization of the dating culture in the US and France. Okay, well, I hope I'm in the picture. Well, hard to know. It's a little warmer now, which is great. Roll these up a little bit. Okay, so I did think of some more stuff, and it's pertaining particularly to Limoges, because here it's hard for me to meet someone that I really connect with. And I recently saw my parents in the States, and they were asking me if I was single or if I was dating anyone. And I said, look, in Limoges I have my professional life, and then I travel a lot. I don't really have much of a personal life here. And I said that when it comes to dating, like, I have certain criteria that I'm looking for, and that's someone who is athletic, and someone who is well cultured, and someone who speaks English. And she was like, oh, well, I mean, that's a lot to ask, you know, like, your standards are kind of high, or like maybe you're looking for something. I mean, I don't know. And I said, look, I'm not trying to settle here. And I said that, you know, like, I eventually would love to be with someone who's able to speak with my parents. So if someone's not able to speak English, I'm sorry, but that's a no-go for me, because when it comes to like a serious relationship, because, you know, I don't want to spend the rest of my life playing translator. Like, if someone's not interested in learning or doesn't care, which is quite often the case here, just because you know, they don't have to. Like, this is not like they're in a society where they can get by their whole life with just speaking French, and it's fine. But I'm much more interested in someone that I can travel the world with, but not have to explain what everything is. I mean, I would love to be with someone who speaks native French or Spanish, just for my own personal development and learning. But I would love to also help them speak English better if they're interested, which I hope they are. And so, yeah, for me, that's one of the reasons why, particularly in Limoges, I have a little bit of a harder time just to meet people. This has been like a very personal video and rather long, and if you made it to the end, thanks for showing some interest in my personal dating life. And if you're interested to know more or to see more personal videos like this, let me know in the comments below. And subscribe if you haven't already, because, well, I'm gonna see, based on this video, what people think of it, and maybe I'll do some more personal stuff. So anyways, thanks for watching, and à la prochaine. Ciao ciao for now. Oh.